Wow, Wooly here. Donut man, here is the thing. I'm not actually running late. I am 36 minutes early. My usual time for going live. What are you doing way up there? My usual time for going live is actually at 9 o'clock. But with Christmas coming, geese getting fat and all that jazz, and an old man's hat. Aaron, yes, it is on tomorrow. Are you coming? That is the question. Shit, what's the crack, buddy? So it is. This is probably going to be our last. Let me turn that down. Jesus Christ! You think I would know how to use all this technology by now, wouldn't you? Every single week I turn up, and every single week I turn up for this live stream and something is not working properly. I'm gonna get rid of that. How do I get rid of that? There, it's gone. Okay. No, you're not, Aaron. No. Bring a packet for everybody else. Let me see. No, don't do it. Don't do it. I'll chuck them in the fire. I wonder, do they burn? Anyhow, that is not the crack. Yeah, so look, guys, I'll see you in the morning. If you aren't coming, let me know. Shit, a crack about that. I'm standing there waiting for people to turn up. Anyway, so what is going on? What has been happening? The dipping is continuing. Guys, I have 5 people on. See that 5? That thumb's trying to stick out there, but it's holding that piece of paper. I need everybody to hit that thumbs up before we go any further. Click it. Do it. You know you want it. So, what has been going on? It's the usual crappy weather in the run up to Christmas. It's the usual wet-ish weather. It's not great. You know, it always gets a bit crappy coming up to Christmas, doesn't it? It's never the weather that you want for Christmas. It's always, we generally don't get that weather until March or something like that, but it's always crappy, rainy, windy weather, which is not great. Peppy, how's it going, buddy? So that's for you, Peppy. Check that bad boy out. Rawr. See my realistic dinosaur sounds. Here's Ed. How's it going, buddy? Here's the thing about realistic dinosaur sounds. Chris, how's it going? Is that they don't know what dinosaur sounded like. So somebody at some stage made up the noise of a dinosaur, and everybody has just copied them. They could have spoken with an English accent. They might have. They could have had Irish accents. We never know. We will never know. Never know. So, what has been going on? Today was mostly about chainsaws. I cut loads of stuff today. The day before yesterday, what did I do then? Red branch stuff. Day before that, red branch stuff. Day before that, I don't remember. This is the thing. I have like a 3-day memory. So anything past 3 days ago, I don't remember what I was doing unless I actually made a video of it. But I'm still sitting in. I'm still in that get a load of content together period, so that I don't have to be worried about content coming out over Christmas. So I have lots. What am I up to now? I just uploaded a video that's going to come out on Wooly's World on January 7th. So I have 2 videos a week uploaded until January 7th at this stage, and I recorded like 4 videos today. So felling trees, guys, felling trees and cutting firewood. No compact tractor today, guys, but here is the thing, right? Here is the thing. I got contacted, right, Just give me 1 second till I do something. I just gotta do something. 1 second. 1 second. I forgot to do this. I'm supposed to be doing this all the time. Oh my god, I look like a lunatic. I look like a lunatic. Okay, right. So this is what happens. So, I remember I was heading out on Monday morning, and on Sunday, there is a tractor company in the UK, right? And these are one of these new to the market. Preet, they're called. I think they're an Indian make. They could be called something else, but here they're actually called Avenger tractors, right? And these I was in contact with these guys maybe last year, and I think they were based in Wales somewhere, and this guy was going on about getting a tractor and blah 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 blah, right? So, but he was in Wales, I was in Ireland. They would have to ship a tractor over to me and blah blah blah. So we never really worked out the logistics, and we just sort of left it at that, right? But then I saw a post that they were there was a dealership opening up in Northern Ireland, right? So I contacted them back and I said, right, well, you have a dealership opening up in Northern Ireland. What about this whole thing that we were talking about with the compact tractor and all that? With the same as what I have been talking about with Deutz Far. So basically what happened is that this guy messaged me on Sunday and said, ring me tomorrow and let's talk about it. So I rang him, Tom, how's it going? No, Tom, sure, I'm only started 7 minutes. So I rang him on Monday morning, bright and early, and he was like, I will go and I will see what we can do, and I will have a chat with my with this guy in the north, and we'll see if we can arrange something. So there you go. And at the same time, I also was I contacted Bobcat, who have entered the compact tractor market in Ireland as well, and they asked me to submit an application form. I submitted an application form, which is probably going to be my downfall. If they hadn't said ring us, I would have been able to talk away to them and stuff. But when I'm submitting application forms, guys, it's very black and white. It's too black and white for me. For me, being able to do what I do when it comes to talking and explaining stuff and all that, guys, I can't replicate that on paper. Do you know what I mean? So it's just, I don't have the same eloquence on paper as I do when I'm in front of a camera and talking crap. You know what I mean? So that could be the stumbling block. The thing is that none of these companies are going to do anything this side of Christmas. Doubt it. Absolutely doubt it. So, but sure, that's all we can do. I wonder, is this going to be the last one before Christmas? Where's Chippy? Chippy! What? Wait, how did that work? Peppy, did you see Chippy's comment before it appeared on the screen? That's crazy. I think so. I don't have my watch on me. Today is the 15th. Yeah, let's do the time warp again. Today is the 15th. So next Friday is next Friday Christmas Eve? Or is it Christmas Eve? Or is it even? I don't know. It is magic. There's no other way to describe it, guys. It's witchcraft. Okay, so That's it. You know, that one time I was talking about witchcraft. Do you remember when I used to be talking about people who can tune chainsaws by listening to them? And oh, it's Eve. Okay, yeah, we might do it. When's Christmas Day then? What day is Christmas Day? Sunday? Daryl, how's it going, buddy? Oh, so it's Monday. All right. Yeah. We'll probably go live next week for Christmas then. I'll be probably as festive as I am right now. I might see if I can get a Christmas hat from somewhere. And what else happened? Okay. So let me see. I need to write some stuff down to remember. So I have heard nothing else back in regards to any of these things. So all of a sudden, it has gone from no interest in anybody in relation to compact tractors to having 3 possibles, right? I need to open up something here as well. Sorry, bear with me, guys. So somebody was on to me about Oregon, guys. Who was on to me about Oregon chainsaws, not Oregon chainsaws, excuse me, about Oregon bars and chains. Somebody wanted me to test something from Oregon. Yes, donut. Sorry. Does anybody remember who that was? Who had contacted me? There's something on my bloody glasses. Bruno's going mad downstairs. I can hear the girl shouting at him. Does anybody remember? Was it somebody on the live feed last time, Simon? Was it you? Sunday's present shopping day. Yes, it is. Not for me because I'll be working. I'll have to get me presents in the petrol station on the way home. Okay, so Oregon. Somebody was on to me about Oregon, and someone was on to me. They said, Wooly, can you check or can you ask Oregon if you can have a look at the nano speed cut system? And see if I can get a wee look at that. Ross, how's it going? Okay. So Oregon contacted me back and said, yeah, no problem. We are going to send you some. Give me 1 second. Who's that? Is that Bruno? They are going to send me this Oregon speed cut system. Okay, so as far as I can tell, the speed cut system is let me see. Maybe it was the Great Cornholio. Maybe it was. The speed cut system is basically a thinner saw, a thinner blade, right? A thinner chain for top handle saws, as far as I'm aware, right? I thought it was something else. Bruno, he won't sell. So that's what I thought it was, but I wasn't sure what it was. Sorry, let me start again. I got distracted by Bruno downstairs and all these different things. So I contacted Oregon and said, here, this thing that I don't really know anything about. Somebody has asked me to test it. Do you want to send me one? And they said, yeah. So here's the thing. You have to change out the sprocket on your saw. You have to change out the sprocket on your saw. So it is, yes, there's a conversion kit, and you change the sprocket as the Speed Cut Nano is a new cutting system, and it's 0.325 low profile pitch. Let me know, and I can arrange the shipment of the samples. Interesting. I thought that was interesting. So what they're saying is that nice, Ross, nice. I'm self-employed, so I am basically like on my holidays whenever I want to be. So what they are saying, except that I go out and do stuff all the time, you know, but Is it the same thing? Yes, it isn't. So basically what they're saying is that this new chain is super fast because it's really small, really thin. I'm interested. I'm definitely interested. I was hoping to get something for the. I was hoping to get a new bar and chain for the. Oh, Jesus, there's the house phone. There's the house phone that's been missing for 2 days. To get something for the 181. But Bruno. Yeah, it does. It does. I'm going to kill a dog. Bruno. Is it? As far as I'm aware, Tom, it is just a narrower chain. Bruno, what are you doing downstairs? Look, they're all here. They're all here. Do you hear me talking to the people on the camera? So you've decided it's time to come up and get on my knee. Oh, good boy. You okay? Okay. Do you know what Bruno did the other day? We went to Evie had a Christmas play on. She was acting in the Christmas play, not just like tree number 3. What are you doing? You're going to make this as awkward as possible by going underneath the table to try and get up, and then you're going to bounce off the table on the way up. I don't know what you. Oh, right in the nuts. Right in the nutcracker. I know it's Christmas. Now I just touch your bum. You're like a big baby. Like, why do you do this only when I'm live? Like, he only ever does that when I'm live. Like, good boy, good boy. He will come up and just ignore me and sit in underneath the table like he always does. Now he's away. It's like he does it. He gets his couple of 30 seconds on the TV and then he's away. If they're seasoned, Ed, you just cover them. Just get them somewhere where there's a bit of wind and get them under some sort of cover. Not a cover that's lying over the top of them, but a cover where the air can circulate. If they're already seasoned, it doesn't really matter, right? They're not they're not going to get. They're not. The moisture is still going to be leaving them, even if they're getting rained on. Do you know? Does that make sense? From my experience, guys, get into the comments if I'm wrong on this. But if you can get even so, because what happens? I have seasoned logs outside, and they're in the front of the front of the log pile, right? And they get rained on, right? But they're dry. You know, if I split them open and put the moisture meter on them, they're dry. So what I do is I take them inside and just stack them inside. By the time it comes to actually burning them, they're dry again. Do you know what I mean? Thomas McNostril, how's it going? Happy Christmas, buddy. So, Bruno, really? Yeah, I would be more worried, Ed, if they were lying in a big pool of water or something like that. And then it's only going to be the bottom ones. If they're dried, even though there is surface moisture on them, that's just going to evaporate off as soon as they come into the house. But you know, I used to have like a tree stack system. I used to have the outside logs that were drying, and then I had like an inside area where I would leave them, and then I had beside the fire as well. Somewhere in a stream. Maybe bring them ones in. Do you have a porch or something? Somewhere where you can leave them? Thomas, I have a Leatherman Surge or Wave, I think, and that is actually the only multi-tool that I own besides the Swiss Army knife. Favorite knife at the minute. I'm rocking this bad boy right here. And that's a Castrum Woodman's knife, and that's very nice, 4mm thick. That's a loaner from Steve. Did a video on that the other day. It smells. It's got pine sap on it. Let me see. If I was to do it here, if I had logs like that here, I would be. Where would I move them? Some. I would put some into the shed. If I could, if I had a shed, but a better place to put them would be somewhere, somewhere where they're going to get air. Is that can you get or you can get, Chippy? As long as there's air and it doesn't need heat, right? So this is what I'd be looking at it. I do have stuff lying out there that does be soaking, right? And I just throw it into one of the log sheds and give it a couple of days with the air circulating around it, and that moisture's going to evaporate off as long as it's not getting rained on again. Do you know what I mean? Oh, Bruno. Hello. You okay? Hello. I'm waiting here for you, Bruno Long. What are you doing, pups? What are you doing? You're not getting up on my knee. You can come up and you can stay with me here. Sit down. What's Cooter doing now as well? Everybody has just abandoned me. I don't know, Tom. I don't know. It depends. Ed, how long have they been in the stream? Do you know what I mean? Did they dry first? I've seen boys put them in ovens. Hey, I've seen videos of boys putting them in ovens. I don't remember why, but they put them on a very low heat in an oven, and it dries out the wood. Seems to me like a little bit of a waste of energy. I don't know, but that's what they do. Bruno, what are you doing? What are you doing, Bruno? But that's not my favorite knife, Thomas. Not my favorite knife. Oh. Where did that go? Where did that go, Bruno? Ow. This is not a knife at all. Beardless guy, how's it going? Ed, how's it going? This will be my favorite. Where are you? Where are you, bro? This will be my favorite knife. My favorite knife of all time. And this is the Spyderco Bushcraft UK. That's a beaut. Needs a bit of TLC. It's definitely a user. That is a class knife. Absolutely class. I bought here. Callum, how's it going? Bruno, you're caught up in the rope. It's definitely a user. My most carried knife would be this, and that is a Kershaw Oh So Sweet, and that is spring assisted opening. The hole in the blade is for gathering up dirt, as far as I can tell, Ed. It is a little bit of. There's no point. It's a Spyderco thing. Do you know what I mean? Spydercos have the holes in the blade, so I'm making a. This is a ferro rod that I've had for a long time. The Tenacious is a good knife. I had one of those. No, I just have it loose in my pocket. I don't use the clip, so at all actually. I'm probably going to, if I can get a wee star head small enough, I'm probably going to take it off. So look, this is all I do on the thing like this. So I'm just going to do a double stopper knot. I don't know if you guys are interested in this. Just like randomly doing these things, because I actually had probably put it there, so I would do it. Might as well do it now. So yes, the Kershaws are really John Doe. Sober people are the best. Depends on where you are. The Spyderco is a really nice knife. What I had a Spyderco. I bought it off some guy on Facebook in a group. I think I paid like $20 for it, and then plus shipping from the States. And it was such a lovely knife. Such a lovely knife. Such a lovely knife that I didn't use it. That it sat in a drawer. And I actually gave it to a friend of mine who was out shooting, right? And he was adjusting. He was adjusting the target. He was shooting targets. And he had the staple gun, and he took the knife out of his pocket and he stuck it into the target, right? And he shot it and he hit the bloody knife and blew it into a million pieces. Yeah, look, so that's all. Look, just a wee double sliding knot so that you can just adjust this to make it smaller. So when it's hanging around your neck, it's not as crazy. Ta-da! Wow, mind-boggling. That is mind-boggling. And I have like about 500 ferro rods. I have a lot of ferro rods, but this one's pretty cool. This one was made by a guy called Paul Dorr. If you are at the bushcraft, you probably have heard of Paul Dorr. Look at the size of that thing. It's a beast, and you can beat fish to death with it as well. Hiya! It's a good one. Well, you see, the thing is about having a medallion like this is that you would burn the hairy chest off yourself. That's what I tell my wife. That's why I don't have one. But yeah, it's good, isn't it? It's got a wee striker on the back. Striker's not the best. But it works. But I am not going to strike the ferro rod in the house. So, what else has been happening? Yeah, did we talk about Oregon? We talked about the compact tractors. We talked about did we talk about the dog that is pacing the floors downstairs? Did we talk about that? Bruno, are you okay? Will they not let you in? Thanks, John. Thanks. But so, what have I been up to? He's being fed. That dog always wants fed. I think it could be Cooter. Cooter, who won't come up the stairs. She doesn't like coming upstairs. She would never lived in a house with stairs until we moved here. Compact speedboat. Oh man. We've been okay. It's been dry enough. A little bit mizzly here, Ed, but we have been dry since Tuesday, but I have a feeling it might have pissed rain on Tuesday. It's just been so crap. It's so wet. But what I actually started to do as well, guys, is I went up around a couple of trees down at Red Branch and got up on a ladder and trimmed off some of the big leading branches to see if that makes a difference to all these trees that are starting to lean. But I'm sort of thinking the road repairs are non-existent. I have repaired the road, right? Okay, I'll do it. I'll talk about it. Right. So every business that was flooded in the area was entitled to a grant of £7,500 from the government, right? This grant was administered from nice. What did you buy? Which one, John Doe? So what happened is that every business that got flooded was entitled to £7,500 from the English government, right? Because of the Northern Ireland, England thing that we don't go into. Right. So what happened was that you needed to apply, oh, the Bartlett. Yes, well, I actually am selling my Bartlett at the minute, guys. I'm selling it. Benjamin, can you tell where this is going? So what happened is everybody's entitled to it if you have a business that was affected by flooding. So I was told to contact them and apply for it, right? So I contacted them, and this guy, this is going to be a rant, Tom. This is going to be a rant. This guy came out and he surveyed Red Branch after the flooding. Now, I'm sure that these trees are starting to go because there's so much water in the ground, and that the roots might be compromised, because these are big trees. These are the biggest trees in Red Branch. So what happened is he came out and he assessed it, and then I was supposed to submit an application form. So I contacted this person who was a liaison officer. Fancy term, isn't it? And she said that she would find out the information, blah, blah, blah. So she came back and she said, well, thank you very much, John Doe, and greetings to all my Swiss fans. She said, oh, well, Dermot, actually, you can't apply for it because you don't pay rates. And I went, oh, sorry, because you don't have a building. I says, I am still a business. I do not have a building. Therefore, I don't pay rates. I operate out of a forest with a field, you know, or a meadow, whatever you want to call it, beside it. But I was flooded and this. So I submitted this application form, right? So, no, sorry. So I was going to submit it. And she said, no, you can't, right? 3 days later, I don't think so, John. I don't think so. A couple of days later, she rang me at about 8 o'clock in the evening. She said, Dermot, they're actually going to consider your proposal, so you need to send it in. Excellent, Jacob. Excellent. That's pretty much what I used, right? But what you can buy it here called Greenland wax, and it's the same stuff. And they use it for it's a Fjällräven product. Yeah, fight. But I got this stuff, right? This is the next stuff I'm going to try. And this is a soft wax. This is a soft wax. Look. You see that? I know it's very bright, guys. So you don't have to heat this up. You just rub it in. And I'm going to try this on my Vorstelika trousers that I'm actually wearing at the minute. So what happens is, so she rang. I got a phone call a couple of days later saying, no, actually, they're going to consider this. Now, I had went from, oh my God, I might get some money to fix the road, to, oh Jesus, right, there's nothing I can do, to, oh yeah, oh my God, they're going to do it. So I submitted I had an email address that I was to send the information off to. I stated my case, told them that I didn't have a building and I didn't pay rates because I didn't need to pay rates. And I waited and waited and waited and waited. And I was told that this was the contact email address. Nobody responded to anything that I sent. I got nothing back. There's no name attached to any emails. It's just the flooding helpline or something like that. So I couldn't even say, you know, hello, Mary, whatever, or anything. So the other day I got something back and it said, this grant is only for people who pay business rates. You do not pay business rates. You are not entitled to this grant. And I was like, what the, like, what? Like, that's exactly what they told me the first time. Why would they tell me to submit it the second time if it's still just going to be exactly the same as the first time? So I sort of, I sort of went a bit mad. I didn't. I really tried my best not to. So basically, the road is, I have fixed the road. I fixed the road with a shovel and a wheelbarrow. That video might be out next Wednesday. And it took me about 5 hours. Everything, nothing is rolled in. I'm down to about 4 inches of gravel. Hang on a second. guys, it took me a long time, and yeah, so at that stage, when I made the video, I wasn't getting anything, right? So I was at the stage I am at now. So basically, the road is I reckon the road's missing about 2 loads of stone out of it at least, right? So we put 5 loads in it, but it's still spread, so it still looks like there's quite a road in it. But when you drive on it, you can feel it. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of inconsistent spots, and there's a lot of wet patches that was never there before. It's like the ground is completely saturated underneath it, even though it's at the side of a river where it should be. It should have the most drainage. Do you know what I mean? So Mama Taz, how's it going? So so that's it. As far as I'm aware, that's it. They basically Ed, take it easy. I hope you get that wood sorted. Hey, lift it up, stick it on a pallet, and see what happens. So basically that's it. So it's like, oh yeah, we're going to help every business except you, except you, except you, except you, except you, except all these businesses who are not standard businesses. So it's like, there you go. Yeah, you can have 7.5 grand. Yeah, do you know what I mean? So it was very Fit Farms. How's it going, guys? It was very what would be the word? You're down there, and it's very easy to get annoyed about the whole thing, and it's very easy to get down about the whole thing. Like I took a loan out to pay that road, or to put in that road, and I'm still paying back that loan every month, and it's I'm paying back for something that's not there anymore. But this is the joys of business ownership. Well, this is it, Ed. I already have. The problem being is that there's no executive, Ed. So they can do nothing because the criteria is set out from Westminster. It's nothing to do with them. So this is it. But they're being whoever I'm talking to on the email. It's like I am talking to this person, this liaison officer, who told me that I should do this, and told me that their boss said that they are going to look at outstanding circumstances, right? But nobody has told anybody else. It's so impersonal. It's like so much like, no, this says you don't pay rates, so you don't get any help. That's it. So I don't know if we have any MPs, do we? An MP is a member of Parliament. Does that mean that they stand in the Parliament in England? I'll do a very quick. Okay. Now, here's a question. Try not to. Yeah, but Ed, my local MP is probably Sinn Féin, which means that he doesn't go to Westminster. Oh, imagine, Chippy. Imagine. We're supposed to be going to Canada in August. I can't remember where, but it's beside a lake. It's beside 2 lakes. It's in between 2 lakes. It could be Ontario. I'm not sure. Because my cousin has a farm over there. And what my mother's cousin, could be my mother's second cousin. So we are going over to stay with her in her farm and ride horses. It's Mickey Brady. Yeah, that is what I will do. Beardless guy, where do you live? Yeah, I will. I will. Let me see. Sorry, I have to find out where I am now. What is the capital of Ontario? I think I might be getting this wrong. Do you know that? It's not Montreal. It's not Ottawa. Wow, Canada's such a big place. Bear with me. Beside Lake Erie. See, I had to look this up, you see. Lake Erie. Is that what you call it? Is that right? I'm getting rid of all that. Getting rid of all that. Good country living. How's it going? What do I use to scratch my back? I get Bruno to run all over me. Yes, Chippy, that is the plan. It actually was the plan maybe about 3 years ago, before COVID and all that jazz. And what happened was, obviously COVID put a stop to everything. So it is definitely going to be an area. We fly into Toronto, and it's about 2 hours from Toronto. It's beside Port Stanley and Port Bruce, wherever that is. Port Stanley. Oh, it's cool. Oh, I see. Yeah, so it's right in the middle there. Probably around London somewhere. London, Ontario. Does that make sense? I don't know. Anywho, right, look, I'm closing all that down. And we'll get back to this. So that is our plan. I'm going to retake the Falklands, Ed. No way. That's unbelievable. Do you know my friends? Do you know my cousins? Imagine you knew my cousins. I used the cheapest stuff. GCL. I used the cheapest stuff. I was in. We have a company. Yeah, hopefully in August, guys. Hopefully in August. My cousins are the Everetts. I don't want to give out too much information, but look, you can send me an email and we see if you do know them. I'm not sure of their address either, their actual address, but like if you're what happened one time was I was going somewhere to work on some trees that somebody had down, and I had no bar oil, so I had to go to a shop to buy bar oil. And the place where I normally went, it didn't have any, and I had to go to Woody's, which is like a chain of hardware stores. And I went in, and it was like 11 euros, which is like 16 bucks for 1 liter of bar oil. And I was like, that is ridiculous, ridiculous. So I went out into I needed the bar oil, so I bought it, right? I went out, got into the car, right, and went onto my phone and bought 25 liters of bar oil for I think it cost 20 quid with free shipping, and I have been using that for the last 3 years, you know, and I still have some of it left. It came in one of those big drums, super sexy bar lube or something it's called. Is it the same, Tom? Does it work? Is it not a bit light? No. And it doesn't gum up. It doesn't gum up or anything like that. No. Chippy, the plan is for 2 weeks. The plan is that there's no point in going for anything, because it's like a 7-hour flight or something. There's no point going for anything that's not 2 weeks. So we are planning on. Nice, Tom. We're planning on my girls are into horses big time. We live and breed horses, right? We don't actually breed horses, we breathe horses, right? So we are every day we are down doing horse stuff and all that. So my cousin has a therapeutic horse farm, therapy horses. She's a therapist of some description, and what we're going to do is yeah. There could be. It's very definitely going to be on the cards. So this at the minute, this is a plan. Nothing has been set in stone yet. So we're going to go over, and she has a Kubota tractor and a 20-acre farm and with trees and all this stuff that she said, I don't know, Tom. I don't know at all. And you know, it just sounds like the perfect life that we would love to live. I will, Thomas, I will. So at this moment it is a plan. So originally a couple of years ago I had thought that I would meet up with Buchan, but it's like opposite ends of the country, you know what I mean? Thought, oh yeah, sure, look, we could just hop on a bus or something to go see Buchan. It is literally east coast to west coast, you know, and I've flown east coast to west coast of America, and it is not, it's not quick. So I just thought to myself, nah, maybe we'll just see what happens. Maybe we'll just see what happens. You know, the best laid plans of mice and men and all that jazz, you know. So it's exciting. It'll be great. The girls will have a fantastic time. Oh, I know, but this is it. I know, Ed, for that as well. But I have to come back because the kids have to go to school and stuff. But Canada is one of these places that always comes up. I don't know. I don't know if you guys, any of you guys in the UK or anything like that, you get these things, these immigration things, and it's always Canada. And it would have been a place that we would have looked at living in, but we are just too old. This is the problem. If you're under 30, you can go live in these places all you want, but if you're over 30, it's a very different story. Unless you have, which one? I have two. I actually only have two. I've sold all the other ones. I have two, and the other one's up for sale. Okay, spoiler. Who's ready for a spoiler? This hasn't happened yet, right? But let me finish this story, and then I'll tell you about the Carhartts. Moby's gone, Peppy. You're just gonna. I can't go to Canada without a beard, man. Jesus Christ, they would literally stop me at the border and send me back. Ed, thanks very much, buddy. See you later. So yeah, so we had looked at moving to Canada at one stage before we had the kids and stuff like that, and so I just decided. Yeah, Tom, this is the thing, like, isn't it? It's just a massive, massive country. It's hard to comprehend for people who've never been to the States how big it is. Yeah, I know. This is it. So we flew to San Francisco once, right? So we flew from Ireland to New York, right? And when we got to New York, where are you, Chippy? Whereabouts are you? Are you West Coast? So basically what happened is we got to New York, right? And we were getting the next flight on to San Francisco. And what happened is that everybody getting on that flight had big bags of food and stuff. We didn't really on Manitoba. And we didn't really think about what was going on, right? Hang on, I gotta find out where Chippy is. Well, you're right in the middle. You're right in the middle. Ah, like right in the middle of Canada. Very cool. You guys have so much. It must be a very there must be a lot of agriculture around there, is there? You're just so green, so green. Anyway, no. So ah, 24-hour drive. You see, I love big long drives. Do you know what I mean? And this is the thing about the States and Canada. You guys have such good roads. Like, I remember when we were in Montana, the guys would be like, "Oh, we go for a drive." They'd be sitting in the car for 6 hours. You could drive from the whole width of Ireland in 5 hours. Do you know what I mean? So, oh, I know. Imagine. No, can't take chainsaws. Right, here's the crack. Where is it? I have two Carhartt jackets, guys. I have you drove to Montana, Chippy, didn't you? Didn't I watch that video? Did I watch that live video? I have my Carhartt Oregon jacket, the one with the Oregon badge on it, guys, and my Carhartt. This one. This one is the Bartlett. This is nice. This is a really nice coat, guys. But I am selling this coat. I'm selling it, right? Do you all know why? Now, where is that other Carhartt coat? Did I leave it downstairs? Hang on a second. Wait right there. Cooler, who ended up in here? Come on. Go on, in the sitting room. Come on. Come on, good girl. Good girl. Yeah, she's got to watch this before she's getting stuck outside. Now, bear in mind that this one here is my Carhartt active jacket, right? It's well broken in now, and this one was given to me by Oregon, right? and it has the Oregon logo, right? No. Yes, this is a dungeon. Yes. So I am selling my Carhartt Bartlett jacket, guys, not because there's anything wrong with it, but because I won a Facebook contest and I won another one. But the contest was by Forst, who make wood chippers. So I'm getting a Carhartt Bartlett jacket with the Forst logo embroidered on the pocket. So now I'm going to have two Carhartt jackets. One's going to be embroidered with Oregon, and the other one's going to be embroidered with Forst. Forst? Is it Forst or Forst? I don't know how to pronounce it. It's Swedish, I think, or Finnish. It's something-ish anyway. So, yes, does everybody not have a dungeon in their house? So this is the thing. So I'm now going to be walking around with two branded Carhartt jackets. So, yeah. So another Bartlett, if you can believe it. So I stuck that one up for sale, and hopefully I can get it sold, because I need the money, as you do, coming up 2 weeks before Christmas, when you're paying a loan for something that was destroyed. Anyway, mustn't dwell. I can't complain, guys. Look, I'm actually able to get up in the morning. You have a what, Thomas? I'm able to get up in the morning and I'm able to get into a big, you have a stream flowing through your house. I'm able to get up in the morning and I'm able to dip in a big thing of cool water and raise money for charity. So I'm doing all right. And I have a roof, and I have walls, and I have food. So I have health. And I have you guys. Of course. Guys, it is Friday night. That was Friday Night Live. I think if next Friday night is Christmas Eve, I think that we should go live again. Have a Christmas one. Sing songs and drink beer. Oh, do you know what? Tonight it probably is then. No, that means next Friday night. Next Friday night's going to be Black Eye Friday. Do you guys have Black Eye Friday where you live? Yeah. Is next Friday the 22nd? If next Friday is the 22nd, then we'll definitely go. Black Eye Friday is the Friday before Christmas, when all the builders go on their Christmas dues. So what you have is that you have every builder drunk in the pubs at the same time. So all the workmen have their Christmas parties. They go get something to eat. They all get pissed. And they all end up in the pubs. All of them at the same time. And they batter each other. They just beat the shit out of each other. So we got a Black Eye Friday. You know, you always meet somebody over Christmas and they've got a big black eye. What happened? I was at my work doing. Somebody punched me, you know. Okay. Yeah, crazy. Guys, thank you very much. Oh, I understand. That's good. It's where you put the lotion. So to rub the lotion on the skin, Thomas. Yes. Guys, thanks for watching. Stay frosty.